So, in this week's chapter, we learned about fast mapping. And fast mapping is how children figure out what they think the definition of a new word is. And a lot of times, preschoolers will use certain words without knowing exactly what they mean, but they get some idea. Take, for example, swear words. Now, we know that around preschool, kindergarten, thereabouts, a child has heard a curse word at one time or another. And chances are the child will express that curse word. The thing is, though, preschoolers don't know what these curse words mean, but they get a general idea of the occasions in which they are used. For example, preschoolers learn that adults use swear words when they're hurt, when they hurt themselves. Adults use swear words when they want to insult somebody. They learn that adults use curse words for emphasis. And so therefore, given those contexts, a child will fast map a curse word and then use it. Sometimes in front of other kids, sometimes in front of their parents, their teachers. And it's fast mapping. Children don't understand the exact definitions of certain curse words, but they'll use them because they understand the context or circumstance under which such curse words are said. So therefore, the next time you hear a young child say a curse word, just be aware that they don't know what these words mean, but they understand the basic idea of that word. Okay, so much for a negative example. Now I'm going to give you a positive example. When I was a preschool teacher, we were talking about different kinds of big cats, big members of the cat family. Now, I knew that my preschoolers already knew a lion when they saw one, and they knew a tiger when they saw one. So I knew that preschoolers were good with fast mapping. And so, therefore, whenever I introduced to them a jaguar, a panther, a cheetah, a leopard, I would ask the kids, what does this cat look like? And chances are, a lot of them would say tiger. See? And so, by fast mapping those new cat names, jaguar, panther, cheetah, leopard, it made it easier for them to increase their vocabulary. Now, metaphors. So, do preschoolers understand metaphors? No, because preschoolers, they tend to think literally. However, that doesn't stop us from introducing metaphors to preschoolers. But sometimes we introduce these metaphors rather unintentionally, but we do it in the form of expressions. Ever use an expression in front of a 4-year-old? Chances are that child won't know what that expression means. Now, when I was a preschool teacher, I was always very easygoing, goofy, lighthearted, but I had one boy in particular who used to make me upset. And one time I was at my wit's end, and I looked at this child, his name was Bobby, and I said to him, "Bobby, you are driving me up the wall." Yeah, that's what I said to him. I said, "You're driving me up the wall." At which point, Bobby stared at me blankly for several seconds. Didn't say anything, just stared at me. And then finally said, "Teacher Mark, I can't drive you, I'm too little. Besides, if you and I drived up the wall, we would fall out of the car." Yeah, there you go, see? So be wary, be cautious when using metaphors or expressions. Be sure that you're confident in predicting that the child will understand what you mean. Finally, some kids will surprise you with words that they have fast mapped at one time or another. For example, I remember 4-year-old Emily coming to me, pointing at Jessica and saying to me, "Jessica is pathetic." And so I asked Emily, "Well, do you know what pathetic means?" And Emily said, "No, but I once heard my mommy saying it to my daddy." So I want to close on that. A little food for thought on fast mapping and metaphors.